Hi guys, today I'm here to do my September movie wrap-up. I watched so many movies in September. I finally got an AMC Stubs card, so I've been going like 3 times a week. I don't think I've read a book in over a month, so I've been getting a lot of movies watched. So let's go ahead and get on into the movies that I watched in September. The first movie that I watched in September was Downsizing. This takes place in a world where people can shrink down to, I think it's like 4 inches. It's kind of supposed to be to give people a second chance. Unfortunately, I didn't like this movie, and halfway through I felt like it was a totally different story. It was not what I thought it would be at all. I was thinking it was going to be actually rather humorous, and it really wasn't that funny. And I gave this 1.5 stars. The next movie I watched was Jurassic World Fallen Kingdom. I noticed a lot of people really hate these Jurassic World movies, but I've really enjoyed all of these movies. I feel like they were all really action-packed, and I really enjoyed that. Obviously, there are some unrealistic things in this movie apart from dinosaurs, but overall I enjoyed watching it, and I gave this 4 stars. The next movie I watched was The Party. I saw a trailer for this, and it has a slew of celebrities in it. This is about a group of people who go over to a couple's house for a party, but when they all start showing up to the party, people all have these secrets that you start finding out about. It was an interesting concept, but I ended up getting pretty bored with it, and I gave this 2.5 stars. The next movie I saw was Christopher Robin. I was really excited to see this because I've always loved Winnie the Pooh. This is a live-action film, and it's Christopher Robin, and he grows up, and he kind of forgets about all of his friends in the 100-acre woods. I thought it was hilarious and extremely sad in parts. I really enjoyed the entire experience watching it, and I gave this 4.5 stars. Then I went and saw The Meg. I read this book a few months ago and ended up really hating the book. I couldn't tell you anything about it. Even after watching the movie, I didn't even remember the book. But this is about a giant shark. Sharks are my #1 fear, so I was really looking forward to this because I love being scared. And again, I just really enjoyed this movie. It was super action-packed. There was a lot of death in it. And the shark was absolutely terrifying. It didn't look too cheesy to me. There were a few things that I didn't enjoy about this film, but overall it was a really great movie, and I gave this 3.5 stars. Next, I saw The Nun. This is one of my most anticipated movies of the year, and I was pretty disappointed in it. This is like a prequel to the Conjuring series, which I really love the Conjuring movies. I guess I'm just really not scared at movies anymore because this movie just really wasn't scary to me. I knew when all of the jumping scenes were going to happen, but it was really funny to sit next to my mom every time she got scared in it. I really liked the character of Frenchie. I thought he was absolutely hilarious, and I really wish that he was in more of the movie. There are a few great jump scares, but overall I was pretty disappointed in this film, and I gave this 2.5 stars. Next, I watched My Blue Heaven. I've been trying to watch all of Steve Martin's movies slowly because I really like him as an actor and an author. This is Rick Moranis is an FBI agent, and Steve Martin is in the Witness Protection Program, and Steve Martin's character is just not following any of the rules. I really enjoyed this movie. I thought it was pretty funny, and I gave this 3 stars. Next, I went and saw Crazy Rich Asians. I almost read this book a few years ago, but didn't end up picking it up, but I was really excited for the movie. And I think it's probably one that I wouldn't enjoy reading, but I really loved watching. If you don't know what this is about a woman who is born in America. She's Chinese, and her boyfriend's from Singapore, and they go to Singapore to meet his family. And when she gets there, she finds out that his family is one of the richest families in Singapore. I just thought this was an adorable movie, and I loved all of the characters in it. There were so many funny parts in it. I laughed throughout the entire thing, and I gave this 4 stars. Then I saw Searching. Again, I saw a trailer for this and thought it looked really good. I really love John Cho, so I was really excited for it. This is about a 16-year-old girl who goes missing, and her father is trying to figure out where she would have gone, and it's all filmed through a computer. I really loved this movie. I loved the concept of it. I don't watch a lot of these kind of movies, and I really loved how they filmed this all on a computer screen. I thought it'd get really boring just looking at the screen, but it was all extremely interesting, and this father was so much better at computers than I am. But I highly recommend checking this out. If you haven't seen it and it's still in theaters, I definitely recommend going to see this. I gave this 4 stars. Next, I went and saw The Princess and the Frog. I guess they've been playing Disney princess movies in theaters, and so I went to see this one because it's one of my favorites. I don't really need to go into this because I've seen it 100 times, but it is a really good movie if you haven't seen it, and I gave this 4.5 stars. And the last movie that I saw in September was Hereditary. This is one that I really wanted to go see in theaters, but I never got around to doing it, so I finally just checked it out from my library. I had heard so many great things about this on how it was one of the scariest movies of the year. I also really loved the cast in this, so I thought it would be a really great movie. And this is just one of those horror movies that I just didn't get, and I thought it was actually humorous. There was a really good gory scene more at the beginning of the movie, but it kind of just drug on after that. There were a lot of things that were supposed to be absolutely terrifying at the end, and I was actually laughing at them. I don't really know why I'm not scared with these movies anymore, but I thought it just ended up getting absolutely ridiculous. I seem to be the only person that hated this movie, so if you hated it, please let me know. So, needless to say, I gave this 1 star. Okay, so those are the movies that I watched in September. I hope this wasn't too long for you guys. Let me know if you've seen any of these films and what you thought of them. Also, let me know your favorite movie that you watched in September. I watched so many great ones. I think my favorite was Christopher Robin or Crazy Rich Asians. But anyway, I will see you guys next time. Thanks for watching. Bye.